Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology signs 3 new agreements in roads, ports and maritime services. And Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry discusses strategies for regulating labour market and employment, focusing on the private sector's contribution to the national economic indicators. Welcome to our news centre. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. The Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology signed 3 agreements related to roads, ports and maritime services. The agreements were signed by His Excellency Engineer Saeed bin Hammoud Al-Ma'wali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology. More details coming up in the following report.
As part of its efforts to enhance infrastructure efficiency and strengthen the maritime sector, the Ministry of Transport, Communication and Information Technology has signed 3 key agreements. The first agreement focuses on the dualization of the Iski-Nazwa Road in a Dakhliya Governorate, spanning approximately 30 kilometers. The project aims to improve traffic flow, enhance safety and support economic and social development in the region.
So today I'm glad to announce that we have signed 3 important agreements. The first one is the contract for the construction of the Farq Iski Road. This is a road that is 30 kilometers. It is a road that exists at the moment. The project is about improving that road and about dualizing the road from a single lane to 2 lanes, plus some service roads. The road is 30 kilometers, plus a new connection from the center of Wilayat Izki to Sultan Thuwaini Road that connects Muscat to Nizwa. This project, we expect that it will take about 30 months for completion.
The second agreement outlines investment plans for the design, construction, management, and operation of a minerals and quarry products transport port in Shalim and Al-Halaniyat Islands in the Far Governorate. Meanwhile, the third agreement is centered on developing ship supply and crew exchange services at Sultan Qaboos Port, aiming to boost its competitiveness and attract commercial activities aligned with its role as a tourism hub.
The second agreement, it's actually a term sheet. This term sheet is an 18 months term sheet. Within these 18 months, the company that won the auction needs to prove that they are able to get the project to financial closure or final investment decision. The contract is for chandling for ships in Muscat, out of Sultan Qaboos port, also for crew change, and the final service is bunkering from the same place.
These agreements align with Oman Vision 2040, reinforcing the country's strategy to diversify its economy and expand the contribution of non-oil sectors.
Also, His Excellency Engineer Saeed bin Hammoud Al-Ma'wali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, received in his office today His Excellency Jam Khan, Federal Minister of Commerce of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, who is currently visiting the Sultanate of Oman. The meeting addressed ways to enhance cooperation in the field of transport and logistics services to serve the economic interests of the 2 friendly countries. His Excellency Jam Khan, Federal Minister of Commerce of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and his accompanying delegation toured the Invest Oman Lounge, where they learned about the most important services and facilities offered by the lounge, the investment mechanism, its affiliated entities, the enablers and information it provides to investors, and the most prominent opportunities available in various economic sectors in the Sultanate of Oman. The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, His Excellency Qais bin Mohammed Al Yusuf, received the Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, His Excellency Mawloi Amir Khan Muttaqi, who is visiting the Sultanate of Oman. The meeting discussed ways to enhance trade and investment relations between Oman and Afghanistan, focusing on exploring opportunities for cooperation and partnerships across various sectors. Discussions also covered improving the business environment, attracting investments, facilitating trade procedures, and supporting initiatives aimed at strengthening economic ties between the two countries. During the visit, His Excellency Mawloi Amir Khan Muttaqi and his accompanying delegation toured the Invest Oman Lounge, where they were briefed on key investment opportunities in different economic sectors. The Board of Trustees of the National Museum, in its 13th meeting, reviewed the establishment of the branch of the State Hermitage Museum in Dhofar Governorate. The meeting also discussed key topics, including a project to revive traditional Omani men's attire and the development of an interactive mobile application to promote Oman's cultural tourism in Russian language. In addition, the board approved the National Museum's report of 2024. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Salim bin Mohammed Al Mahrouqi, Minister of Heritage and Tourism and Chairman of the National Museum's Board of Trustees. Still to come in our news bulletin. Ramadan, the month of fasting, and the Quran unites Muslims in worship, reflection and devotion. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry organised their second Ramadan evening that focused on the labour market policies and employment. Here's a report. The policies and plans for regulating the labour market and employment, the contribution of the private sector in this aspect, and the impact on economic indicators were the main focus of the second Ramadan evening of the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry for this year, titled Regulating the Labour Market and Employment.
We are here to discuss about the governance and the policies of how to create job opportunities for our Omani youngsters. This is a very key topic for us here in Oman, and it's very important for us to all work together to enhance the environments and the policies and procedures to get proper job opportunities for our Omanis.
During the evening, 2 working papers were presented. The first dealt with the comparative analytical study of economic indicators related to labour and employment, while the second paper addressed the policies and plans for regulating the labour market.
We have to create proper policies, procedures to get these youngsters proper jobs. We also need to train these Omanis in different sectors and fields to make sure that they are capable of getting the job opportunities which are available in Oman.
The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry aims through organising the Chamber Ramadan evenings to provide an interactive environment that allows business owners to present the problems and challenges they face and find practical solutions in cooperation with the concerned authorities. This initiative also works on raising awareness of the policies and legislation that contribute to achieving the Chamber's strategic directions. In a national achievement, Muscat International Airport and Salalah Airport won the International Airport Service Quality Award at the Middle East level. It is worth mentioning that Muscat International Airport won the award on the category of airports of a capacity of 5 to 15 million passengers, while Salalah Airport won the award on the category of airport of a capacity of less than 2 million passengers. These awards come according to a survey conducted by the International Airports Council that measures the performance indicators of passengers crossing points in the international airports, including employees' performance, ease of travel, and airport hygiene levels. Ramadan, the month of fasting and the Holy Quran, unites Muslims in worship, reflection and devotion. Masjids come alive with Quran recitations, lessons and Taraweeh prayers, making this sacred time one of faith and renewal. More details in the following report.
Ramadan, the month of fasting and the Quran. Masjids or mosques witness a surge in attendance during Ramadan, as Muslims of all ages gather for lessons on fasting and spiritual growth. Many engage in reciting the Quran, either individually or in groups, seeking blessings and deeper understanding.
وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات.
We love reading the Quran together, especially in Ramadan, the month of the Quran. It's a special time when we learn, pray, and feel close to Allah and each other.
Known as the month of Quran, Ramadan marks the revelation of the Holy Book to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muslims strive to recite and reflect on its teachings, with Taraweeh prayers offering a nightly opportunity to listen to its verses.
We find great joy in reciting the Quran together, especially in Ramadan, the month of the Quran. This gathering goes beyond recitation, becoming moments of the reflection, spiritual connection, and shared devotion.
Beyond worship, Ramadan fosters unity and generosity. Families and communities come together for iftar, and acts of charity increase, ensuring that the spirit of compassion and devotion defines this sacred month. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Abdullah, and may Ramadan continue to bless you all. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology signs 3 new agreements in roads, ports and maritime services. And Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry discusses strategies for regulating labour market and employment, focusing on the private sector's contribution to national economic indicators. With that, we do come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here at the newsroom and the studios. Enjoy the times in Ramadan and good night.